Alright, so welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so we're gonna be proceeding on doing the reshoot of the hammer spring change swap on this PSA AK-47. Not sure I've actually shown it in its entirety, but let's get back to showing it. So of course I've got the strap. It's absolutely necessary. You have to have, got to have you a strap. It's just good for slinging over your shoulder, slinging across your back, whatever. It's just necessary. I've got mine. I've been meaning to paint these key rings, but yeah, I've just got mine secured using key rings in the Magpul AR style stock here. Got the adapter as well for the stock. It's adjustable, of course. It straight into my balls. It does all that sort of stuff. Gives a nice satisfying little click when it's locked. And I've also got the Magpul pistol grip on it, which is a little bit of tape makes all the difference, I think. I mean, it's not a bad stock out of the box, obviously, but if you're like me, you don't just, unless the plastic's, kind of soft, and I guess a little on the, I mean, not too rubbery, but I mean, this stock, there's actually nothing wrong with it. Not taped, but taped, with a couple layers. I just like it. I just like it that much more. I can't tell you why, but I mean, I don't know. I definitely like it better with the tape. So that being said, this is my my optic setup. I've got the UTG Pro, obviously made in the USA, which is kind of important. I will say that this didn't exactly line up perfectly along with the sight. It's off by a little bit, but I mean, I think that's within the realm of adjustability, I mean, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's, it's, I think, well within the realm of adjustability there. So, and for the cost, which was around, I think it was actually under 40, or no, I think I caught it on sale at primaryarms.com, which I know you're asking, well, why didn't you just get the primary arms mount? Which is also a very, very good mount. It's, I hear everybody talking about it. It's got the same sort of Cerakote finish as the UTG one, but it's almost double the price or more normally. And I actually did catch it on sale, and I was going to buy it, right? I was, but then I realized, I'd be uh, I'd be into it for a lot more money, and it's pretty much the same as this UTG model. It doesn't have any adjustability, and so that means whenever you get it, you'd have to either bend it to where it matches perfectly with your sight block, or need to adjust it, but it's not adjustable. So where does that leave you? Okay. So this one is not that far off. So it's well within realm of the adjustability range of the scope. So as far as that goes, I mean, I could probably, put it in a vise and bend it into at the exact point where I want it, or take it to a gunsmith and they're probably just going to do the same thing. But for the price, I mean, the quality is phenomenal. The texture, like I said, is that I think Cerakote finish, and it's nice, uh, grippy. I mean, it's not the shiny sort of finish like this. It's kind of a dull sort of what's the word? So it's sort of the Cerakote non-glossy black finish, which I really like because it has like a real grip sort of texture, I guess. I'm not sure what the technical term is for it. I think it's called Cerakote. I'm not sure. Anyway, but as far as you know, usability and performance goes, I mean, it is beautifully sturdy. You can pick up the entire gun with the mount with ease, with total ease. Um, this dovetail uh, mounting point is extremely sturdy on this PSA AK-47. So I'm extremely pleased with it, with the mount. And if you're in the market, I would highly recommend the UTG Pro mount, or the Primary Arms mount as well. They're both excellent mounts. But one's about half as much as the other, and you know uh, this one also has a secondary Picatinny rail, which you can put a flashlight on, or a laser, or any number of things. Um, so, as far as utilitarian, aspects go for the mount, I would say this one is probably the better option. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Primary Arms mount. If you get it during a sale, you'll probably get it for like 20% off. I think I caught it for around $79, I think it was. But still, this one was on sale at the same time. And I've already sort of been down this road with the optic mounts for AKs, and I found that's kind of one common thing that you run across is that the final fit and finish of it, whether or not it actually lines up perfectly with your sight block, is a pretty common trend, you know. And I mean, as you can see, this is pretty damn good. I mean, you can see where the center notch is and the center line of the mount is, and that is pretty damn good. And that's with no adjustment at all whatsoever. This is out of the box how it comes. And for the price, and not to mention the finish, the second Picatinny rail, this one was, I mean, this one was a clear winner uh, to me. But that's just me. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the primary arms one. If that's, the one you think that's going to give you the best performance based on the wording or whatever you find on at the primary arms website, go for it. This is what I thought would be best for my for my current build, my current situation, with what I was doing with it, which was, more of a budget-minded, I guess, build. Um, Essentially because obviously, I mean, I don't have, I don't have a lot of money to throw around at these rifles, but I did want to get something, better than, I guess, like an Amazon no brand name mount that you can just slap on there and it'll do the job, but I didn't want just that because I actually went down that road first, and the mount was just kind of, the latch for it, especially the latch for it was nothing like this one. The mount for it was actually on the underside, right? And it swung from the bottom over here to here, um, you know, and it just, to me, it was just really sort of like you could just jiggle it, and it it really didn't seem that high a quality, and I could tell, like, after a few times on and off, that the potential was very high that I was going to bend it or potentially break it, because it was just the materials it was made out of were sort of, questionable. Um, but with UTG, I felt a lot more comfortable paying, probably double or more what the cost of one of the Amazon products was. So, that being said, I was a lot more comfortable, with the fact that it is made in the USA, and I know the quality is going to be up to par, because I believe in that sort of thing. I believe that, American companies do over-engineer things to last, and this is just proof of that all the way through. This, the clamp here, I mean, it, when it's on, you know, I mean, it does come off nice and easy, but when you put it on there and it's good and tight, it's not just gonna come, bouncing off or no shit like that. It's gonna take you disengaging the lever in order for this thing to come off. It's not just gonna come off during during a run on the range. It's just not gonna happen. And re-engaging the mount, I mean, it's It's beautifully smooth. Everything on it is just, it's honestly beyond what I expected as far as quality is concerned. Um, and, uh, the price point on it, I mean, it was, like I said, I was pretty blown away with the price point and the quality. And again, the accuracy of the mount matching up with the sight block. So overall, this gets a fairly high rating from me. I would say, I mean, it's on point. At least an 8 or a 9. I mean, the only reason this would get beaten by the primary arms mount is if it actually, you put it on, and for the price, it's going to mount up 100% perfect. It's going to match up, out of the box with the sight block, and you're not going to have to adjust it or anything. It's just gonna do what it does right out of the box, no adjustment. You know that sort of quality. But is it going to be that sort of quality? I mean, that's not really how the AK world works. There's a lot of tolerances between manufacturer to manufacturer, even though things have improved greatly with the AKM scene. I mean, depending on what kind of AK you have, the the primary arms mount may be better for you. It might not be. But to me, the only way to go outside of this UTG mount was either the primary arms mount. Yeah, my fault. This whole time I've been saying it was the primary arms mount. Hold up.